What? Regalla, right? I mean, she would be here, I guess.
This place smells wrong. No sand or wind, only cold steel.
I'm extremely surprised that this choice actually matters. Like, I'm just gonna say it now.
And the others up there, your squad.
They can
So many of these newer games in the past, like, 5 years
base,
don't actually respect choices like this. So I'm actually very surprised.
But it is a shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
Regalla, I'm hopefully, well, still assuming that you have people still that listen to your word, right? So it's not just you, because, you know, as good as you might be in combat, you're not gonna make that big difference, to be honest. He's not gonna like this subject. But I'm more interested about this, so
The
let's
deal
go.
you made.
Interesting order
Override
first.
tech in exchange for an assault on the Zenith base. How did Silence approach you?
That name means nothing to me. My agreement was with the Asura Sarah and her sons of Prometheus.
So the sons
So all
of
this time,
Prometheus,
you
was it,
didn't
huh?
even know who you were really dealing with. And you trusted an Outlander?
If it was a trick, I would have crushed her.
Yeah?
But she
Oh, right,
spoke
she's
with
talking about the
same
Osaram.
burning hatred for the Carja. And she offered me the chance to run them down with machines. The terror in your enemy's eyes when they see you charge. You know what I'm talking about. I bet you felt it.
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal? Would you have honored it?
Had I killed Hakaro and become chief, these Zeniths would have been the first of the tribe's victories. But because of you, my people will continue to consort with the enemy. A tribe of weaklings.
Because of me, hundreds of Tenakth won't throw away their lives in a battle they can't win.
I'm not sure if we should explain to her as to why they would lose the fight. It's probably a good idea if we don't explain
The whole time
that.
I've been in the West, I've been fighting you and your rebels.
Maybe she doesn't need to
I'd
know
at
that
least
much.
like to know why.
You were among the enemy. What more is there to know?
Why did you do it?
I know why, but let's hear it.
Jiroka, Makalo, and the Carja pushed into the desert to raid our people. My brother's squad was among the first to intercept them. But the Carja captured them, strung them up, and burned them alive as an example. It was too late. I found them by the sound of their screams.
So you wanted vengeance?
Vengeance? No. I wanted devastation. To tear down the Carja's cities and drown the land in blood. Hunt down every last survivor and grind their bones until the sky chokes on the dust. But my chief betrayed me. Betrayed the Tenakth.
Wait. You know, I really feel for her cause, or the feelings that she feels, I suppose.
How did Hikaru betray you?
Hakaro called on the clans to resist the Carja's red raids. But we did more than just defend. We hunted them, and they fled as children before a pack of claw striders all the way to their border. There we ripped down their stone walls. Their domain was ours for the taking.
Yeah, I've heard this same
But when
talk
it came
already
time
from
to push on, Hakaro ordered us to fall
Talo,
back.
was it?
What soldier retreats when slaughter is at hand?
The kind who wants peace for their people.
Peace is just a lull between vendettas. But I thought my chief had greater tactics in mind, so I stood by him, even when he allowed that filthy Carja to join our ranks.
Fashav.
I enjoyed watching him die at the embassy. He should have been put down when we first captured him on the field. Instead, Hikaru made him a marshal.
Fashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tenakth.
It was an insult. No Outlander can ever deserve to wear our armor, bear our marks. And then a Carja messenger was brought before us? That's when I knew. I had to run my blade through Hikaru and drag his treacherous corpse to the gates of the Sundom.
I want to see Kotalo talk to her. That would be a very interesting
What happened when the Carja messenger appeared before
discussion.
Hikaru?
The quivering priests bore a message from their new king. No more war. No more raids. Suddenly the Carja wanted to talk peace. An embassy at the very fortress we tore down. A true Tenakth would never take a Carja truce. Their blood exists to be spilled. But Hikaru lapped up the priest's message. He showed himself a Carja-loving traitor when he accepted. That's when I challenged him.
And lost.
His mercy was just another sign of his weakness. I vowed never to rest until the debt was repaid, with him on his knees before me. So with an army of soldiers and machines at my back, I returned. The day you got in my way.
Well, at least she didn't segue that, you know, sign of weakness to our sign of weakness by letting her survive again.
Are you really going to fight alongside me?
I have no reason to betray you.
Really?
Wow.
I failed to kill Hikaru. Failed to eliminate you. No Tenakth would follow me now.
Oh.
The Carja remain out of my reach, cowering
You know,
behind their walls.
I think her
All
reasoning
I
might be
have
very
left
sound
are
here.
The screams of those long dead and unending rage.
You know,
So show me where to bury it.
I really like what her delivery on the lines and what she chooses to say. Also nicely crafted. But like, remember when I said that maybe her pride and self-dignity is gonna overweigh her thirst for vengeance against the Carja? I was correct. Except she feels like that because she feels like her dignity is so hurt by the fact that she was able to be, you know, saved twice after losing a duel versus somebody. First Hikaru and now versus Aloy. Like, she feels like no Tenakth because of what the Tenakth values are. You know, their, you know, strength and the pride in their, like, clans and their nation as a whole of what they are, you know? It would basically just, or she basically feels that they would think of her as like a, you know, laughingstock type of person and nobody would actually follow her anymore, you know? Which actually makes total sense with how much we know of the Tenakth, so...
All right.
Yeah, that reasoning is
I guess
good
we'll
enough
both
where
face
I
the
don't
end
think
soon
that there's a
enough.
reason that she would
Ever
betray
since
me,
you
yeah?
got in my way, I've wanted to see your bones burned white beneath the sun. But if I'm to die in battle, then it might as well be with the one who flew with the wings of the Ten.
I'll let you know when it's time to move out.
You know, I think we're glad that she doesn't know what this room is. Because imagine she would go haywire here and just start destroying all of this server equipment.